All right, I'm live now. Don't play what? Oh no, let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that while I'm live, please. Okay. So, funny thing, I'm supposed to go live earlier, but this is kind of how it happened. I got caught up in a really not funny, but a really fascinating movie. What's the movie called again?
Justice League Snyder Cut.
Justice League Snyder Cut. The longest movie I've seen in my adult life. Movie was like 4 hours and some change long. The longest movie, the second longest movie I've ever seen, and the longest movie I've ever seen as an adult. Because funny enough, my young self was watching the Titanic at age, 10 or 11. But neither here nor there. I didn't know that the movie was going to be that long, and I kind of don't want to put this down while it's still burning. I'm gonna put it over here. But anyway, fascinating movie. If you guys have, what was that on HBO? HBO Max. It premiered today, and I would watch that movie again, even though it is hours and hours long. So anyway, because of all of that, I'm coming on here super late and totally understand if, I don't have any visitors because, like I said, it's literally in the middle of the night. And yeah, but as far as just me keeping up with the schedule, I'm here for Friday night live streams. Now, I did decide that if, after, I'll maybe give it like, 3 to 4 or 5 minutes. And if we have no visitors, I'm just going to go ahead and read another question and do a reading from that and then end this live because, I don't want to be live too long. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And in the meantime, I'm just going to shuffle my cards. So, I can just do this. I'll show you how I shuffle my cards. Just because I always wonder how people do it. So what I do when I'm shuffling like a brand new, like not brand new deck, but a deck I'm using for the first time is I'll turn the cards right side, like over so I can see all of the, the correct side to read off of. And I will go down through each card and I will make sure they're all facing the same position. So that one was upside down. So I'll face that one the correct way. And I do that with every single card. This is also another way that I clean my cards before I actually smudge them or put crystals on them. I do the same thing. It's just kind of in my way, symbolic of resetting. So I need all the cards to be facing the same way. So I went through them really quickly. They're all facing the same way. And what I'll do, I'll kind of just shuffle them around in my hand a little bit. And then what I'll do is I'll take either sage or Palo Santo, whatever I'm feeling in that moment. If I can light it. It's super important if you are a card reader, if you do have cards and you read for other people, especially if you read for other people, but even if you read for yourself, you want to kind of, I kind of do, whatever motion. There's no wrong or right way. But for me, I look at this as just cleaning off the energy. So this is how I clean my cards, or one of the ways I clean my cards. If you're coming in, I am doing card pulls. I'm super late. So I didn't know if anybody was going to come in here, but I am doing them for the time being. Check the description box if you want to get some information. But anyway, yeah, so I just kind of To me, when I do this, it in my head, and the way that I practice again cleaning my cards is I'm winding up previous energies that were kind of put into the card deck the last time I used these cards. So I wind them up. If you ever see me do this, I'm winding it up, and then I'll flick it off. And that's just kind of how I do it. And I'll do it for each of my decks. So I'll take my bootleg Doreen Virtue deck, which is what I'm starting to call this deck, and I'll do the same thing. I'll wind it up. And I'm just winding up any previous energies that were, placed on these cards from the last reading, previous readings. I'll wind it up, and then I'll toss it out. And then sometimes, like if I have this is a clear quartz, I can't think. When they're wound up and I take it out, then I'll, put it on top of the card like that, or put it on top of the card. So that's kind of how I keep my cards when I've just used them before they go back into their safekeeping. But like I said, I'm going to go through these and make sure they're all upright. I'll put it in the comment section actually, because that may make more sense. Okay, there we go. And then I'll take this deck and do the same thing. And these are easier to do because they're all kind of, you're looking for that gray line. Babe, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Just looking at something.
Huh?
Just looking at something on the computer. Why?
Looking at what?
Stuff. Am I distracting?
Huh?
Am I distracting?
No, you're not. These are my new deck. This is my new deck of cards. I'm so excited. They are relationship oriented decks. They say all different types of, like, I'll show you a couple of cards. Like this one says not enough. It says frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues. So I really like this deck. Hi, may I have a card? Yes, you may have a card. Go for it. What's the question? You know what? I'm going to actually put my candle on here. Don't laugh at my candle. I know it's a little bootleg, but it'll be easier to light my Palo Santo.
You made that candle yourself.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did. I made this candle. That's why it looks, janky. But yeah, if you want a card pull, feel free to drop your question in the comment section. I have that Beyonce song stuck in my head. I can't deal. I just want to sing it all the time. Hold on, let me see. Okay, what to look forward to? Love connection. We're gonna try something different. Hummingbird love. We're gonna try something different. I want you. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure my cards are. I want you to pick 3 numbers out of 72. Oh, you know what? Let's not do it that way because this is a 1-card pull. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I'll do it that way. I literally forgot what I was saying. 11, 22, 55. Okay, we'll do that. I'll give you a 4-card pull. 11, 22, and 55. Pentacles keep coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ace of Wands. You can look forward to a lot of opportunities. I think this card, it screams optimism. It screams hope. It screams desire and passion. Wands is a card of passion. So I definitely see opportunity for, I see opportunity for things that, you know, you like, I don't know how to say this. Like, I see opportunities presenting themselves basically to you. And I see that there's going to be a lot of passion behind those opportunities, and passion and connection, probably even between the two of you. 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 22. Magician. Magician comes out. Very interesting. You know, magician is all about, you know, utilizing what's around you. It's about understanding your, what's that noise? Oh, I thought that was the dog. I was like, what is that noise? I was like, why is he making that noise? So you have magician card here. So for me, when I see this card, when it's about a connection or a union, it's talking about seizing the opportunity and understanding who you are within that union, understanding what you can do with that union. I feel like this is kind of not a shallow union. Magician card is a very powerful card. Okay, it talks about being a creator. It talks about being resourceful. And I feel like for some reason, another thing that's coming out is that this person is kind of, I feel like they're meant to help you as well. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm feeling this sense of like they're gonna help you in some sort of way, in an impactful way, with whatever it is that you're either currently working on or heading towards. So that's what I see, and I'm gonna pull one more card for you. 1, 2. 55. And 55 is 2 of Swords. So 2 of Swords is talking about that's kind of the epitome of feeling like you can't make a decision, feeling trapped. So I definitely feel like, you know, making sure you guys are on the same page with said opportunities that may be coming your way, making sure that, you know, you're on the same page. And again, this kind of comes in and reinforces, one, knowing who you are, and also remembering or figuring out, if you don't know why, like this connection between you and A, try to figure out why there's a connection in the first place. If you don't know, if you're like, I'm just really, you know, I'm gravitating towards you, I feel really connected towards you, please investigate the why. Make sure you understand why, because that'll definitely help when the decision-making process comes, because maybe these opportunities that are coming to you, even though there's passion feel behind it, it may not necessarily be the most logical decision with the two of Swords. So, you know, keep in mind, you know, who you are, who they are, the opportunities, and just make sure it resonates with you at the end of the day. But I see positivity with this, but it may be something that's outside of your comfort zone. This person, it could be something that's, you know, I don't know if you guys are similar, or maybe they're into other things, certain things, hobbies, whatever that you're not into. And so they may be, wanting you to go and do some of those activities with them. And it may be, I feel like it'll be something that's outside of your comfort zone. And so my advice to you is kind of just make sure you know who you are and that you trust them as well. Make sure there's trust there. But I definitely see, as far as what to look for, release your ex. This time has come to clear your energy. Are there exes in the picture? Now that's my question. Are there exes in the picture? You can get a reading, but I need to know what you're doing. I am offering free card pulls, but if you want a full reading about a situation, it is $11 via Cash App, but I can do a 1 card pull. Just let me know what you want to do. You're welcome. 1 card. All right, go ahead, drop your question in the comment section. I honestly didn't know anybody was going to be in here because this is kind of late for me, but I was just saying I was watching the new Justice League movie, and I didn't know that movie was 4 hours long. It was 4 hours long, but I enjoyed every minute of it. I kind of fell asleep, but it was still a very pleasurable movie. I'm getting older, so I apparently cannot hang for 4 hours straight. So yes, when you are able to, go ahead and drop your question in the comment section, and I will be more than happy to read it. All right. What is causing unhappiness in my life? I'm going to pull from the Osho Zen card for you. The Osho Zen deck. All right, what is causing unhappiness in this person's life? What is the source? Hi. One more question for you. Can you give me what's your favorite number? Just one number. What's your favorite number? Oh, thank you. Thank you for that compliment. I try to make it visually appealing. But don't laugh at my candle. I made it. It's my first time ever making a candle, and it's struggling, but it's okay. It works. But yeah, so the person that asked the question, can you give me your favorite number? 144. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to break that number down. So that's 8 plus 1, that's 9, because that's how we break down numbers. So I'm going to pull the 9th card from this deck. Once again, we are tapping into this person. We are asking to find the source of the unhappiness in their life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. You have the Master card, and I apologize if you can't see it clearly, but it is the Master card, and this card is, and I'm sorry, I'm a very blunt reader. I'm an Aries. I can't help it. Sometimes I say things and they are not the most sensitive message, but I still feel like in the end of the day, the message needs to be said. I just want to preface that. This card is coming out and it's telling me that I feel like you've lost, in a way, who you are as far as versus the world. I feel like you've kind of lost your sense of who you are within the scope of your reality. I don't know if it feels like you're currently just going through the motions. And this card is coming in and saying the source of your unhappiness is because you're not tapping into who you are, like as an individual, as a creator, as the master of your own life, as the creator of your destiny. And I know a lot of those terms I'm using are kind of superficial, like, you know, they get told all the time in movies and stuff, but it really, really is true. And so I feel like there's some shadow work. I don't know if you've ever heard of that term before, but I feel like there's some shadow work that needs to be I would suggest a shadow work session for you. As far as just sitting down and going over the things that have happened in your life and ask yourself a real honest question about what is stunting me, because this card's coming out and saying that there's a sense of self that you are not gripping onto. I don't know if you're influenced by someone else right now, or you're influenced by other things, but it's kind of like find your way back to yourself. And once you find that way, once you are living authentically within yourself, I feel like you're going to find a lot more happiness on that journey than it's kind of like wandering around in the dark versus having that trusty lantern or flashlight or what have you, or seeing that source of light. You need to find that source of light. If you can see in this moon card here, in the moon right here, he has the source of light. He's divinely guided. So it's about finding yourself, essentially. So I hope that answers your question. Oh, you love the candle. Thank you. It's probably because you can't really see it up close, because you would really just be like, what is that? Is that a candle for real? And I would have to tell you, yes, it is a candle. But I appreciate the compliments. You've just really hyped me up, because, I'm not self-conscious about the candle. I just know it looks bad, but I'm so proud that I don't care. I'm going to show it anyway. I just, I tell people I already know it looks bad, so they don't have to tell me. But I'm so proud of my candle. It was the first candle I ever made, and it works. And those were my only expectations. But yes, so again, I am offering free 1-card readings, and I'm also offering full personal readings, but they are $11. And that's mostly because I'm treating it kind of like an emergency read. If none of those options appeal to you guys, you are more than welcome to send your question to my email in the description box. And on a Tuesday therapy session or a Thursday therapy session, I will read your question and do a full reading that way. So I'm offering different ways to get your questions answered. You think it looks great? Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you're proud of me. It's nice to have support, because I don't even think anyone in my family even knows I made this candle. It's not something that I, say or, boast about. It's not like I'm in a candle making business, but I think it fit the aesthetic that I was going for. And I was using it to actually, which I'm going to continue doing, Palo Santo. I was using the Palo Santo to clean my cards. But how's everyone's Friday? How's everyone's week been? This week has been really crazy for me. How's the week been? This week went by so fast for me. I think I experienced all types of emotions this week. It's a really emotional week, happy, sad, irritated, you know, excited. I had an array of emotions. Get crafty and creative. Yeah, that's honestly I've really been on this aesthetic thing when it comes to certain things, like my things that I actually care about. So like when I do certain ceremonies or like, certain ceremonies like candle ceremonies, like candle magic ceremonies, I have found myself really loving, making sure that everything just looks nice. It's very satisfying to me. And because it's satisfying to me, I feel like my emotions and like my whole vibration, I just feel so peaceful. And I know that aids in the ceremony. So I found myself gravitating towards different types of fabric, like this is velvet. I found myself going towards different types of aesthetics, like this elephant, even matching the tin in this candle. All the other stuff I have is like off camera, but like I have this really, really beautiful candelabra, I think is how you say it. And it's over. Well, it doesn't matter. Maybe one day I'll upload a video and you guys can see it. But yeah, I really, really enjoy making sure that the space in which I do my readings and my ceremonies, it has to look satisfying to me. It doesn't have to be super beautiful. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but it has to be visually appealing to me. And I find that my mood instantly I'm so pleased, But yeah, whenever you can find yourself being crafty and creative, I feel like a lot of us as beings, we're expressive, however which way. There's some people that express themselves with songwriting or singing or painting or doing ceremonies, and so however way you express yourself, I say go for it, and don't let anybody stunt your creative expression. Don't ever let anybody tell you, oh, that's not right. Like it's creativity, it's your imagination. There's no right or wrong, so I say for you feeling more creative. I'm so excited for you, and I really hope that you go forward with that, and however you feel like expressing it, even if that's through dance, however you want to express yourself, go for it, because there's so much healing that a lot of people don't realize too in expressing yourself creatively. That's a very healing process for a lot of people to go through, not feeling stifled, but being able to just paint whatever you paint, or dance however you dance, or record what you want to record. The aesthetics, yeah. The aesthetics matter. When you are in a space that you're all, that's why I understand why people, now I can't decorate to save my life as far as like my house. And like, it was so funny. My friend came over to my house, and we had been here for like 3 years, and she literally asked us, did y'all just move in? And I was just like, oh gosh, we have a problem. So like that next day or like later that week, I actually hung up the pictures that I had been storing, and I started like organizing my space, and so it started to look more like we live here instead of we just moved here. But it was a real wake up call for me. I was like, wow, like it really does kind of look like we just moved in here. But a lot of it's because I stay busy doing other things, and so it's just never been a real priority for me. Where we're staying is temporary, so I've never cared that much. Now when we actually move into our space, I would absolutely hire a designer to come in and do it all, because I want it to look a certain way, but I don't want to do anything regarding home decor. I stick to my readings, and making sure this looks nice, and I stick to my candle ceremonies and make sure that looks nice, and that's about it. You're welcome. Yeah, it's so powerful that we can come on here and uplift one another and encourage one another. It's sad, but it's kind of becoming a little rare to see people genuinely rooting for you. Um, Not to mention a lot of people are, really sensitive. So, it's difficult to create, and it's difficult to share your creations because the world is so critical. And not everything needs to be criticized. Like my creativity and how I creatively express myself, it doesn't need to be criticized. I'm not asking anyone how they feel about it. Just like a lot of artists and a lot of creatives out there, like we're not asking you, you know, how you feel about it. This is how we wanted to express ourselves. And the day that we start asking, I feel like we have really hit a really a low ground, because it's like, it doesn't matter if 500 people hate how I express myself. Am I happy? Because if I'm happy, then that's all that matters. I choose to share my stuff because, even within that 500, there may be that one person that makes 501 that comes in the room and they are blown away. And, I don't know. I've always been told that, well, not told, but like the way that I express myself, like I write short stories. I'm in the middle of writing a novel, and I love to write poetry. That was all I did as a child. And I've had so many people come up to me and just thank me. And I don't write for other people, but the fact that someone was so affected by my writing that it, brought them to tears or made them feel really good about themselves or made them feel happy, like the fact that I was able to help them vibrate at a higher level, is a bonus. It's a huge bonus. But it's like, I don't do it for the satisfaction of other people. It's just a plus. It's a good feeling. So in the same sense, if I do something and nobody likes it, it's like, at the end of the day, I did it for myself. I love it. So I want everyone to get there. I want everyone to be in that place where they're like, I don't care if nobody likes it. I don't care how many likes this gets on Instagram. I don't care how many thumbs up this gets on YouTube. This is what I like to do. And it makes me feel good, because there's going to be one person. It's how many people in this world? A cajillion people in this world. One person's going to love that. And you're going to change someone's life. You get that? Yeah. So go on and express yourself and be fearless and bold in however you want to express it. Just don't do anything illegal unless you got a good lawyer. Because I know, like, Erykah Badu, decided to express herself by streaking in the middle of the city of Dallas. And yeah, don't do that type of stuff unless you're ready to go to jail, you're ready for the consequences, and you got a good lawyer or some money. You'd love to read what I write? Oh, thank you. Well, I would love for you to read what I write as soon as I write it. I need to take some time to sit down and finish my novel. Yeah, I really do. I actually probably need to set a deadline. Yeah. No, you have to get a good lawyer. It's so important, especially if you let me not get into conspiracies, but no, like, depending on how you choose to express yourself, you're going to need a good lawyer. Because like I said, and it really, again, it stems from you affecting people or offending people, because there's a reality. I mean, I might sound crazy, but there's a reality in which Erykah Badu could go out and streak in the middle of the street, and it's no one is up in arms, no one's offended, because we don't look at nudity as this horrible thing or this pornographic thing. We look at nudity as beauty, as we look at the feminine body as a work of art instead of something to lust after. So there's a reality in which she goes out and streaks because that's just what she's feeling, and she wants to be free and expressive and however, and she doesn't get in trouble because we don't find nudity to be offensive. Now, I might be going left with it, but that's what I'm saying. I really hope one day we can get into a world where people are less offended and less sensitive to what other people choose to do. Like, as long as no one is hurting anyone, I don't understand the outrage culture that follows what anyone does. Anyone with any kind of platform or following, I've seen everyone get attacked. If Mother Teresa had a freaking social media and followers, I'm sure they would find something to attack her with as well. Like, there's no escaping outrage culture, cancel culture, I'm in my feelings culture. And it's just disappointing sometimes, especially as a creative. It's kind of like, you know, you have to also accept that if you do share your stuff or post it, you have to accept that the more people that see it, the more negativity you may encounter. So yeah, Age of Aquarius. And that's the thing. See, okay. So, you know, Age of Aquarius, a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are becoming enlightened, right? But I see a lot of people not talking about the other side of Age of Aquarius, right? Because right now you have a lot of the younger generations, I'm talking like 30, maybe 35 and younger, who are just kind of in a different category than the baby boomers. And the baby boomers are like, you know, more than likely like your parents or maybe your grandparents, depending on how young you are. And we just do things differently. Like this generation, this 35 to maybe 25 category, that generation operates very differently than baby boomers. So in this Age of Aquarius, which was when around that time we're around that age right now when the Age of Aquarius started, where we start looking up stuff. We start asking more questions. We don't go along with what everyone else is doing, because that's what the baby boomers did. And so we ask more questions, we investigate. But at the same time, within the Age of Aquarius, we have a lot of people that have this herd mentality as well, where I need everyone on board or it's not effective. I need everyone on board or it's wrong. It's not right. And we got to move out of that as well. I want us to get at a point, even within the Age of Aquarius, where when we learn something or we find something that truly resonates with us, we don't look for co-signers. We don't we don't look for people to validate what we're doing. We don't need an army of people to say, yes, that's right, do that, you know, because like I said, I feel like there's a lot of people within this age that still, they need people to say, you know, I agree with that, continue. And I was like that. I was one of those people that needed someone to validate what I was doing. Because if I didn't have, you know, at least maybe like two people to say, yes, this is right, I didn't do it. Like I could not make it. It was so bad at one point, like in my early 20s, where it was really difficult for me to make decisions without approval from someone. So I told everyone my business, which is, again, a horrible thing to do. But I told everyone my business because I needed people to say, yeah, you were right. That I completely agree with your feelings and your emotions and your actions. And it's just not healthy as an individual, because we learn to depend less on our own consciousness. We learn to depend less on our own intuition and depend on other people, which is kind of not the best thing to do, because at the end of the day, number one, you are your own person. And these people that you are relying on may not always be there. And then if they're not there, who are you going to go to? And number two, our journey is not other people's journey, you know? So me asking someone how to do something when they know that's not even in their reality to understand, or they don't even know where you're coming from, they can affect your decision, and they weren't even meant to know what you're doing or what's going on. So this need to have validation, this need to find your herd, to find your, you know, all these people that are like-minded. I mean, it's a plus, but you should still be able to thrive on your own. That's essentially what I'm saying. That long rant, I'm essentially just saying we need to learn how to thrive on our own within the Age of Aquarius, because the more knowledge we uncover, the more we become awake, the more it's essentially like our eyes are opening up and we begin to see the bullshit, and we begin to see the, I don't know, like you just begin to realize that not everything you were told as a kid is actually what it is, right? And so we instinctively want to go towards people who are in that same category. But even in that, not everyone is for you. Not everyone is supposed to journey along with you throughout this Age of Aquarius. Some people are here for seasons. Some people are here for a lifetime. And it's your job to figure out what kind of relationship that is and whether or not that's a relationship that you should be opening all of yourself up to. So that's my little rant about age of Aquarius, because I see a lot of people say age of Aquarius, and we go towards the positive things, but there are some dangers in what I'm seeing from people who are a quote unquote woke, quote unquote awakened, but you're still trying to force people into religious boxes, or you're awakened, but you're still having you still want to put people in these paradigms, in these categories that don't really exist. When you become your own authentic person, they don't exist. With titles, categories, all of that's for other people. And the more you raise in vibration, the more you realize, well, I'm connected to everybody, so none of that shit matters in the first place. So there's levels to a spiritual journey that a person may want to go through, or a person may find themselves in, because sometimes you don't even know. You're like me, like I didn't know I was in the middle of a spiritual journey when I was in it. Well, in that part of it, I didn't know. I had no idea. All I knew was that I was very open, spiritually, very open. So, just be careful. It's important to be careful. It's important to not find yourself, or to watch where you are, who you're around, where you find yourself, because if you are that open, it can be dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, it really can. Because we're so eager to learn, we're so eager to understand, uncover the conspiracies, the spirituality, the magic, and we're so enamored by that we forget, fundamental basics, like the laws of the universe, or we forget the hermetic principles, or we forget to, go through our own trauma. We forget that part. We're awakened, but we don't go back and address the traumas that really shaped who we were. So you may be awakened, but you still have those things that are essentially weights. So, any minute you can go back to who you were before, So it's a lot of stuff that's not so fun and not so cute on a spiritual journey and awakening, or anything like that. It's really not. It's not so cute. I hate when people overhype this like it's the most amazing thing. I mean, it is amazing, but I just don't like when people don't share the whole picture. I have a pet peeve about that. When people don't share the whole picture, the good and the bad, the light and the dark, So, yeah, that's my little spiel. Oh, so funny. They're probably gone, that person that asked that question earlier, but we have another MasterCard here that came out. And it's so funny because I immediately thought of that person because they had the MasterCard and the Osho Zen. Oh, shit. I think I just threw off my white balance. Oh, well. I don't know how to fix it. I'm not tech savvy. But yeah, that's so funny because the MasterCard comes here. And again, you have the MasterCard, and even with this, so here are both the cards, the MasterCards. Okay, you can see them better outside the light. And you see, let me get a pen. You can see the moon. Well, this is a moon and this is a sun, but it's this orb behind them both. And I just think it's so funny because, again, when we talk about master and being the master of your universe, being the master of your reality, again, super important that we understand. Yeah, they may have left, but it's so even within that, because I can speak just off of that reading. The more you know yourself, the less likely it is for someone to come in and tell you who you are and what to do and hold anything over you, because you know who you are. And so I know it's probably the most annoying thing to hear someone say, know who you are, know yourself, know thyself. I know that must be just like, what? Okay, you're talking all that spiritual mumbo jumbo BS. I don't want to hear that. But there is so much freaking power in knowing who you are outside of what anyone says or what anyone thinks. Because then once you know who you are, you know what you won't do. You know where you will go, where you won't go. You know how you will eat and won't eat. You know your boundaries. There's so many things that you learn from knowing who you are, that it's a form of protection. Because like I said, once you know who you are, I cannot come to you and tell you who you are, what kind of person you are. It's actually, you know what? I'm giving you an example. Muji. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this man. His name is Muji. I love Muji's stories, or speaking. But he actually said that to a person who was asking him about his life purpose and what he was supposed to do here. And that was the question, but they kind of went down this like rabbit hole. And basically he was like, when you know who you are, you don't worry about what anyone else has to say, because it's not true. And so it's like the idea, he used the example of, because this was a man that asked him. And so Muji was like, you're a man, right? He was like, yeah. And he was like, so you're a man. And he was like, yeah. So if I came to you and told you you're a female or you're a woman, you would probably laugh at me. And he was like, yeah, I probably would. And he was like, but why would you laugh at me? And he's like, because I know I'm a man. It's like, there it is. I can't come to you and try to put thoughts of doubt into your head, because you already know that's just not true. That's not even me. So it's like, you have to be as certain about who you are as you are about the things that are maybe easier to know about yourself, like your skin color, your ethnicity, the color of your eyes, the color of your hair. Like if you have brown hair, if I come up to you and I tell you you have blonde hair and your hair is brown, you're going to look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you talking about? My hair is brown, not blonde. Get out of my face. We have to be that same way with the other things. So if I come and tell you you're a loser and you're not a loser, you're not even thinking about holding on to what I just said, because within yourself you're not a loser. Now, if you start to have doubts about whether or not what I said was right, that's where you need to do the work. Because just like without a doubt, I can come to you and say, you're a woman, you're a man, you have blonde hair, you have black hair, you have brown eyes, you have green eyes, like things that you can physically see. You need to be just as certain with the things that we can't see, because those are the things that hurt us the most, or the things that are not physically obvious. Like if someone comes up to you and tells you you're a bad person. Well, if you're not a bad person, who cares what they think? But you have to be certain that you're not a bad person. Otherwise, what they said can seep into you and manifest itself, because you allow just the smallest bit of doubt. And so that's why when we talk about master, it's about doing the work, doing the shadow work to address those traumas, so nobody can weaponize those, because that's what people do. They weaponize your trauma. That's what people do. When you reveal yourself to them, because look, like I said, not everyone on this planet is for you. Not everyone in your country, your family, your friends, not everyone is for you. So that's why I said, one, you want to make sure that you are around people that you really vibe with. If someone is just kind of not matching your vibe, get rid of them. It's not personal. This isn't what I want to do. Life's too short. Why would I want to be around negative people who bring me down, people who just, mess up the whole vibe in the room? Don't be around those people. It's very simple, and that's the other thing. We're not obligated to be around people we don't want to be around. Stop letting people make you feel like you're obligated to be around them, to hang out with them. I see a lot of young people go through that. Oh, well, we've been friends since, ninth grade, or, well, she's my brother's girlfriend, so I have to hang out with her. No, you don't have to do anything. Now, will it look bad to them? Probably, but who cares? Do you live for them or yourself? All right, I'm done lecturing, because now I'm just going on this rant, and I can talk about this stuff for ages, because it's something that I truly am passionate about. I'm so passionate about helping people to realize how beautifully divine they are, and how they really shouldn't settle for less than what they feel they deserve. But I can't make you feel that way. No one can. You have to feel it for yourself. So sometimes I go on these rants and I talk until I'm blue in the face. And yeah, that's where it comes from. I'm just passionate about people realizing they are, because once I got to the place where I realized who I am, I was like, there's so many people who are like how I used to be. And not to say I'm not perfect, because sometimes I have to tell myself these same things. I have to tell myself these same things. This is going to be a thing that you have to consciously be aware of and work on. Because when you start to hear those thoughts of doubt, you have to say, wait, where's that coming from? Why am I thinking about what this person said over and over again? Why am I feeling like that may be true? Let me go sit down and think about it. Don't brush it off. Think about it. Sit there and talk to yourself or write it down. However you want to, address that, deal with it. Because if you ignore it, that's it. Hello. You want to read? Hold on. Let me read it. You wanted to know, why is Scorpio contacting me after ghosting me all of a sudden? Is he serious or loves me? Oh, is he serious? Does he love you? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to assume you're doing the 1 card pull, the free 1 card pull. So, sure, I can go ahead and do that reading. Can you give me, what is your favorite number? I'm doing something a little differently today, and I want to do numbers, pull cards off of numbers. So what's your favorite number? Okay, so while I'm waiting for your number, I'm going to go ahead and just start asking the question to the cards. What's the reason Scorpio is contacting them after ghosting them? What is that reason for? No. I was asking, what is your favorite number? Because I was going to pull based off of the number that you gave me. So I was like, do you have a favorite number? Do you have a number that you've been seeing a lot lately? Is there a number that specifically stands out to you when I ask that question? Okay. 25. Thank you. Do I have 25 cards? If I don't have 25 cards, I'm going to break it down. We can do 25. I think I have 25. 1, 2. Twenty-one, 22, 23, 24, 25. She said, or any of those. Indecision. Uh-oh, let me not throw the card down. Indecision. So it says, it says using the intention in all aspects of life. Not intention, using the intuition, all aspects of life. Essentially, your Scorpio, even though he's ghosted you, I think he's still kind of like, I don't know if I really wanted to get, to completely cut off connection with that person. He's maybe been feeling kind of, like he didn't make the right decision. And so he calls himself trying to lightly come into your life, see how you're doing. You know how guys say, like, I'm just checking on you or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of what he's doing, because he hasn't really made up his mind whether or not he wants to continue to engage with you, maybe on the level that you guys were engaging on before. And so he kind of wants to keep you around, essentially. That's what I'm seeing from that card. He's coming back and he's contacting you because he's not sure he made the right decision. And so he's just kind of, I want to say he's kind of just, he's keeping you around, basically, is what that card is telling me. And I feel like even the fact that it's saying you're using your intuition, I feel like there's something maybe about y'all's connection that has him second guessing maybe why he even ghosted you in the first place. Maybe he's been feeling, intuitively called to contact you again. You said, we did have a talking stage and he said he liked me and made promises long term. Long term was the issue. Yeah. Yeah, he made promises, then didn't want to go through with those promises for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, the decision that he made, he was probably second guessing, and he was like, nah, I don't think that I made the right decision, but I don't really know. So it's like he's not coming back to you hardcore. I can sense that. But I definitely think he's doing one of those, hey stranger, where you're like, wait, what is this? Where'd you come from? It's one of those, because he's like, I don't really know, but I know I don't really want to not be able to talk to her anymore. That's what I'm picking up. Oh, you said long term was the issue, or long distance was the issue. Yeah, long distance is hard. Long distance is hard. Definitely agree with that. Long distance is difficult. And there's many reasons why he could possibly be, why he disconnected from you in the first place. And the root of the issue of why he came back to you is, why did he ghost you? I don't know. You gotta, if you want a full reading, I'm more than happy to give you a full reading. The instructions for that is in the description box. But for right now, was he ever serious about you? You were so heartbroken. Let me see. I don't know if I could say he was serious or not. I just know from this card here, I feel like he's kind of, he doesn't really know what he wants. And it's kind of really tricky to get emotionally involved and invested with someone who doesn't know what they want, can't figure out if they're coming or going. It's a gamble, because he may choose to, not be with you, or he may choose to be with you. He may choose to be with you and then decide, to do this whole ghosting thing again and leave you. Honestly, I have a real problem with people who ghost people and then come back. Unless that's just like, for the most part, when it's like we're talking, we're in a relationship, or we're having a relationship, and then you just go ghost. I personally have a big problem with that, because I don't like the behavior. So I would like to ask you, even, is that something that you're okay with? Never mind who he is, but like maybe right now he's just not emotionally mature enough or emotionally prepared for what it is that you're looking for. Because if he's ghosting you and he knows that it hurt you, you're saying it hurt you, and he just comes back and it's like nothing happened, and he's not going to be forthright and honest about why he came back. I'm just personally, and I've kind of always been like this. This isn't even my age. I've just always been like this. I don't have time for the BS. I don't want to play games. So if you come back and you ghosted me and you come back, you better have a reason why you did it in the first place. And to me, it needs to be a reason that makes sense. Otherwise, I'm out. Because if you did it one time, who's to say you're not going to do it again? You said true. And I don't know if I should reply now. I left him on red. You left him on red the first time he texted you. But now it's the second time and I haven't opened that message. No, look, okay. This is just pure advice, right? I would give him the opportunity to explain if this is someone that you are interested in, because we're not, I don't want to, I would give, if it was me, or if you were like a close girlfriend of mine, I would say, hear him out, see what he has to say, and then make the decision with that. When we're pulling cards here, though, I'm saying that ultimately the bigger picture is that he was just probably having to deal with different options, or I feel like he just couldn't make up his mind about what he was doing with you, and it was probably getting a little too serious. Like you said, it was getting serious. So it's just like he was maybe like, nah, I don't really know, and caught cold feet. You know how guys like leave women at the altar and stuff? Like, I feel like it's one of those things where he was just like, he got cold feet and was like, I'm out. Guys do that. I don't know why. It's kind of weird and it's hurtful. But I mean, if you're curious, I would say ask him. You want to let him know? No. Okay, look, I would not personally, I would not let him know that what he did hurt you. I wouldn't say it to him off that. I mean, I don't think he needs to know. I don't think he needs to know that what he did affected you that much. And I've said this in one of my other readings. One of the girls was asking me for advice, and I said, don't let these guys know that you are, affected by what they're doing, because a lot of these guys we're not dealing with emotionally mature men. We're dealing with boys sometimes. I'm not saying your dude's a boy, but I'm just saying you have to gauge where they are. And until you gauge that, and what right now, him ghosting you based off of what the card was pulled, I don't like it. And so I wouldn't let him know that I was crying about it. I wouldn't let him know that I was affected by it. I wouldn't tell him shit like that. I would just say, what's up? Like, why are you back? What's good? Let him explain. If it's something real, like, oh, my grandmother died or something like that, then you have an understanding of maybe that indecision was he has to mourn. He can't be what he needs to be for you. And if that's the case, that sounds reasonable. But if he was like, I was busy, nah. Ain't that much busy in the world for you not to contact me for however long y'all didn't speak. That's BS. People make time for who they want to make time for. I said that in my last reading, because the question was, my girlfriend is cold and distant towards me, and I don't understand what's going on. And like, at the end of the day, if that person is showing you they don't have time for you, that's a problem. That's a red flag, because it's not, even if you are busy, it's not too much for you to just call me for a 3-minute conversation and just tell me you're thinking about me, but you got to go study or go to work or what have you. It's 3 minutes just to let them know. So all he said was, hey, no, no. I don't even know. Well, what was the second message? If the first, you said you hadn't read the second message, right? What did the second message say? Leave him on red. Shoot. Like, why does he deserve to be, no, he doesn't. No, what does the second message say? If he says, hey, what did the second message, I mean, you don't have to just put all your business out there, though. Like, I'm not telling you have to do that. But, okay. So the first one was hey, and now the second one was hey. Is it Gita or Gita? I don't want to mess up your name. It's really pretty, but I don't want to mess it up. That's crazy though. Hey, and then no, don't respond. I wouldn't respond to him at all. Again, this is me, because I'm pretty sure I'm probably older than you, and I've dealt with some stupid shit before in the past. Okay, she really want opinions. Okay, so if this is like big sister, little sis, I would say do not message him back. He's gonna have to come way better than just hey. Like, you ghost me, you don't talk to me, and then you come back and you're just like, hey, like, we good? Like, no. Unless you better see a paragraph before you text him back. Like, he needs to explain immediately. You're right, you're 23. Yeah, I'm older than you. So I'm putting you on game. Don't make this easy for these dudes out here. I hate when I see women making it easier. No, especially when they do messed up stuff like that. Like, there's no reason why you as a human being can't talk to me as a human being. And if you can't, we don't need to talk anyway. You need to learn how to talk to people. So he needs to learn how to talk to people. So yeah, I wouldn't respond to him until he actually explains without you even asking him, because this just, hey, like I said, it's one of those, I'm checking on you. Like, how are you doing? Like, no, what do you want? You gave him a paragraph and now he's just like, hey, yeah, no, girl, like, I wouldn't block him, because every message that he sends, just leave him on red. Like, now I'm just like, yeah, play his game. Like, leave him on red, but I wouldn't acknowledge him at all, because I think that's trash that he ghosts you, comes back and doesn't explain, doesn't talk, is not explaining what happened. And he's just like, oh, she's going to stick around. Don't even give him that attention, because that's what this is. I feel like it's just attention. I don't even need to pull cards for that. Yeah. Shay, yes, you can get a reading. It's can I ask a question? Yeah. You can ask a question. I'm doing free 1 card pulls right now, so absolutely. I know you want to hear him out. But I feel like you'd be playing into his game. I mean, it's your decision. Look, when I give advice to friends, family, and even just random people who come in, I meet people all the time who, they tell me their stories, and I give advice, and it's simple. I'm not expecting you to, to do anything you don't want to do. I'm just telling you what it is because I peep game, and I feel like you would be playing into what he wants. You did leave him on red. Yeah. So if you really want to know, or you want to talk to him, like then it's do what makes you happy. I'm just telling you, know what you're getting into. That's all I'm saying. You will never say, if you ask me a question, you will never say I didn't tell you, or I wasn't honest with you. He's 25. Yeah, he's playing games. I don't even let me stop. I don't know. I've always because I just feel like I'm just a little different. I've always been more mature for my age. So I've always talked to men who were significantly older than me. Not like creepy older than me, but like, like I don't know, like when I was in college, I would talk to guys that were like 5 years older than me because I just didn't really like the college guys. So yeah, I think 25 is still really young, and he kind of is acting very, boyish. Oh, Shay, you asked your question. Okay, will me and Marquise have any type of relationship in the future? Okay. I'm going to pull from the Doreen Virtue deck. All right, Shay wants to know, will her and Marquise have any type of relationship in the future? Shay, do me a favor and tell me what your either a favorite number, just one favorite number, or a number that you've been seeing a lot. Drop that in the comment section, please, while I continue to meditate on that question. 3. Okay. Thank you. One, 2. That's the third one. Ooh, girl. I know you probably can't see it. My lighting is atrocious and I don't know how to fix it. I need to call my husband here to help me. But it does say this could be the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. I don't know how much obvious of an answer you could get from that. This card is saying that this really could be the person, that you were kind of looking for, manifesting, thinking about. You probably have stumbled upon that person. So and it says you've already met the romantic partner. You asked about Marquise. So Marquise, I don't know why I keep wanting to make that S silent. That's the card right there. So, as far as will you, I would say yeah. I hate that my lighting is so, ugh. Let me see something. It's not doing it. I'm so annoyed about this lighting. I'm so sorry, you guys, that the lighting is messed up. Oh, you said thank you. Yo, you're welcome, Shay. Thank you for coming in here and asking for a read. I love when I can give good news when I can, but I also love when I can help and inspire and encourage as well. Wait, what did you say? You said so over it, but I still have feelings for him, unfortunately. But wished he changed his ways. Yeah. And that's something that I feel like as you continue to have relationships with people, Gita, I'm so sorry again if I mess your name up. I'm so sorry. I hate when I mess people's names up. Oh, cute setup. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, feelings don't go away overnight. And that's just, the hard fact about it, especially when you've gotten your heart broken. They don't go away overnight. So that's just something that it's going to take time. I know, again, you probably heard that a million times. It's going to take time for that, for you to get over this situation, if that's what you choose to do. But whether you continue to stick it out with this person or not, I always, it just like, especially for you young girls, know who you're dealing with, know what you're getting into, accept that person for who it is that they're showing you. We too many times date for the potential, and then you never get your return on investment. We pick guys that we feel like we can help, and sometimes it doesn't end that way, and you get emotionally invested and you get your heart broken, and then it's a cycle that I see a lot of girls replaying. And I'm not saying that's for you, but I'm just saying, if this is someone that you want to be with, make sure that you know who this person is, you know what they're capable of, you are seeing them with your eyes wide open, especially when they do stuff like what you just said they were doing earlier. Like, that's, to me, for me, that's a red flag. It may not be your red flag, but I do need you to figure out what your boundaries are, because if you don't have boundaries, you are allowing people like him to, essentially move however they want to move. And you kind of, in a way, end up feeling disrespected. But it's because there were never boundaries established. Like, he needs to know, you can't just dip out on me, not say anything to me for however long, and come back into my life like everything is peachy. Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, you hurt me, even though I told you don't tell him that. Don't tell him you hurt him. Don't let that out, especially before you actually get to the bottom of what happened. But, if you choose to go forward, I would strongly even advise for you to make it very clear to him what will not be acceptable as far as how he treats you. Because if he's done it this time, he'll do it again. I'm telling you, he will. Yeah, that's a red flag for you. Yeah, and that's the thing. Sometimes, don't ignore your red flags. They're there for a reason. They're there to keep you alert, to tell you, hey, no, something's going on here. Don't ignore your red flags. Stick to those flags, because when you were, I mean, don't take offense, because this is how I just talk like this. But when you were in your right mind before you fell in love or caught feelings, because sometimes catching feelings leads us out of our right minds. But when you were in your right mind, you made those flags before you before you caught feelings. And so when you make those outside of knowing homeboy, when you meet one and they do it, you can reference back to that and be like, oh, I did say that was a problem. And, there it is. Like, that's who they are. And so it's like, you make these rules, these boundaries, you got to stick to them, because if you don't stick to them, they're not going to stick to them. Yeah. And that's probably why he left, is because it was getting intense. Guys, sometimes sometimes, even though it could be the most beautiful thing in the world, a person will sabotage that. A person will literally destruct it. Like you're talking about I'm not saying he's doing this, but like, there's a potential self-destructive pattern here, where when he does, like, I've seen people do this, where they get into really good relationships, they get into really solid, stable, beautiful relationships, or they meet a person and they sabotage it because they feel like they're not good enough for it. They feel like it's too good to be true, whatever, they mess it up. So, that could be what he's doing. Hi. Yeah. Oh, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. And yes, you may. Again, I'm doing free 1-card pulls. And if you want a full personal reading, then that information is in the description box. But if you do want your 1-card pull, just go ahead and drop your question in the comment section and your favorite number, because I keep forgetting to ask people that. Drop your favorite number. But yeah, Gita, that's, I know it's hurtful, and time heals all wounds. But at the same time, whether you decide to be with him or not, remember who you're with, remember who you're entertaining, don't forget. And also, when he shows you his colors, when he shows you what kind of person he is, you need to believe him. Don't don't talk yourself out of believing what it is that you're seeing. That's how a lot of women end up in very toxic relationships, because we ignore the signs when they first hit us, and then we find we're asking ourselves 3 years later, how did we get into this situation? And it's like, you know, we were ignoring a lot of stuff, and now we got kids with him. Now we're in all kind of drama, and it's like it all could have been avoided had we acknowledged who they were the first or second time they showed it to us. You're welcome. I'm glad that, you know, you took some, you know, nuggets of advice, and, you know, I wish you well, and whatever it is that you decide to do, like I said, it is your life, and I want you to live it to the fullest, whether that means getting back with a homeboy or not. Just always remember, you are beautiful, and you deserve all of the love and respect that you feel you deserve. Okay, whatever you're in agreement with, I'm in agreement with. But what is your question? Oh, you just wrote it. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. My question is, why is Dorothy giving me the cold shoulder? Is she seeing someone? That's so funny. I literally just did a tarot therapy session on a similar question yesterday, where someone wrote in and was like, my girlfriend is acting cold and distant, and, you know, she's giving me the cold shoulder. She's acting unavailable. What's going on? So that's so funny that you asked that. I will definitely answer that for you. Pretty setup. Thank you. I so appreciate you guys commenting on my setup, because I was just telling a girl earlier that, you know, I really enjoy my tarot setups and my candle magic ceremonies, my setups for those too. So I appreciate the compliment. Typo, sorry. That's fine. Oh, liked and subscribed. Thank you. Yes, you can be added to the list. So yeah, that's totally fine. Giving me a cold shoulder. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which card to pull for that. I'm going to pull this. So we're asking why is Dorothy giving Az the cold shoulder? Why is Dorothy giving Az the cold shoulder, please? And you said your number is 11. Cool. Hold on. I'm feeling an urge to stage this deck for a second, so give me 1 second. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is your card. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Blame. The question, because this is kind of like answering your question with a question that you don't have to go through in the comment section if you don't want to, but I feel like there's something she's not over. I don't know if you guys have gotten into an argument, a disagreement, or maybe you did something. There's something that she's feeling where it's just like she can't get over it. I'm sorry, I didn't even put it in the thing. Blame. So yeah, that's kind of the emotion she's feeling from you. So she's unhappy with you, basically. I mean, I don't know if you know what you did, or I don't know what happened, but she's not very pleased with you right now. And so that's the explanation for the cold shoulder. So like I said, if you want to talk about it in the comment section, you're more than welcome to. I love talking with people about situations, but Yeah, that's kind of the clearest answer I can give you with the one card pull. So I hope this gives you some sort of confirmation. You said we've had some communication problems last month. Yeah, problems. And maybe you said something, or maybe you didn't say something. You know, women, we're funny like that. Sometimes we need to hear the right word the right way at the right time. And if we don't, it's a problem. So I'm not even saying I'm validating why she got mad. I'm just saying you did something. So I hope that helps you. And thank you guys so much for subscribing. I so appreciate that. Okay, so Auntie Murda. I love that name. Okay, so I'll do Auntie Murda. Daisy. Okay, really quick, guys. So when you put in your, because I'm doing things a little different tonight. Put your favorite number in with your question. So that, because I'm reading off numbers tonight. That's what I've been feeling, and that's what I wanted to do. So I know it's a little different. You guys probably don't know to do that off bat, and that's totally fine because it's new for me as well. But go ahead and put your favorite number. So Auntie Murda and Daisy, go ahead and put your favorite number. Thank you. Okay, so hold on really quick. You already apologized? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think an apology is going to do it. So I would just say that's the emotion, and you need to try to work within that emotion to move to a better place with her, as with you and Dorothy. Okay, so Auntie Murda says, can I please know more details about my future? I just walked away from a lot of drama, so I'm just trying to figure out what's up on a posting. Uh-oh, am I reading right? I didn't drink tonight. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what's up. Just walked away from a toxic Cancer and Taurus. Well, congratulations, first of all, from walking away from toxicity, because that is a really hard thing to do. And it takes a very strong person to decide to pick them and walk away. So kudos to you off that. Congratulations. And yeah, so you want to know what's going on with your future. Cool. I'll pull Osho's in for you because that's what I'm feeling. And you said your number is 7. Cool, cool, cool. I got to pull 3 times. For some reason I heard that number 3. All right. 3 times again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is your card. We are the world. Very interesting. There's a lot of one, I want to say there is, how do I say this? So rainbow in this deck, because this deck is a little different. 10 is the number of completion. That's first and foremost. Rainbow, I believe, is supposed to be about emotions as well. I feel like you are heading towards a lot of peace. And also there's opportunity that's coming towards you for connections. And I mean all types of connections. I don't know if you've been kind of low on friends or disconnecting from friends. I know you mentioned disconnecting from relationships, but I see people coming towards you. And I see you kind of being embraced and loved on. I mean, this is really, really a beautiful card. I know you probably can't see it. I'm sorry about the lighting. I've been complaining about that all night. I don't know how to fix it. It just went weird earlier, but it's a picture of people holding hands around the world. And I feel like there's a lot of connections heading your way, different types of connections, friendships, people that have a lot of things in common with you. And it could even be love connections. I'm not, I can't really be too sure. It's just a one card pull, but I definitely see there are people coming towards you, people that are like-minded, people that are going to appreciate you, people that are going to want to go and do things with you, and people that are going to appreciate who you are. You said, yeah, I'm very hurt. I had magic done on me. I had to walk away from my ex, Israel, and his friend, Trey, and I feel like they're happy while I'm hurting. Yeah, no, I definitely understand that. I've had to do the same thing and essentially have to be the bigger person and walk away from a situation that I really wanted to address a different type of way, because I didn't like that that person felt like they were winning. But what I had to really think about with what I had to come to terms with myself, and definitely a lot of help from my spirit guides and ancestors, because I was doing some meditation about that. And one of the things that came out really clearly to me is that one of the things that I'm supposed to do on this earth is to learn how to let go of things, because I can allow myself to get to a place where it's easy to affect me or hurt me, because I'm naturally empathic, and I just sometimes I just have this hard thing about, people doing things to other people that don't deserve that, or taking advantage of nice people or kind-hearted people. So that was one of the things I had to learn. And I'm saying that to you because I think one of the things you need to figure out is what your purpose is on this life. Because if your purpose, and right now I'm talking kind of like life purpose, so like your life path number, and you can Google that. But you're empath too, Gita? Cool. Yeah, so you understand. But like when you figure out what it is that you're supposed to do here, the other things become very minuscule. They become very little, because when I realize I'm supposed to let things go, I'm not supposed to be holding on to things. I'm not supposed to hold on to baggage and carry I'm not supposed to hold on to that energy, even though it wasn't right. She'll get hers, and I'm bringing my information, my story into this. They're going to get theirs. You don't have to worry about that. Right now, you need to worry about protecting your space, protecting your energy. Okay, you need to worry about making sure you're good and you're okay. Never mind what they're doing, because they may be laughing, they may be smiling. You may see them on the gram having a good old time. No, they're going to get theirs. Trust me. And as far as work done, you're going to change the world. That's the most I know. Huh. Funny and not a coincidence. We are the world. Like I said, connections are coming towards you. And I even can tell like you're going to make an impact. And that's why I don't want you to be stunted by people's bullshit. Like if they let them go, because and also that's what I was going to tell you. Because you mentioned that you had work like magic done on you. What you need to be looking into is doing some if you do magic. If you don't, I honestly still think, because you have been involved in magic at this point, I would look into doing some sort of protection for yourself on a spiritual level. That means carrying your crystals. That means meditating to spirit or God or the universe, however you identify that. Connecting with your guides, if you're spiritually inclined. If you do magic, I would highly suggest protecting yourself. Okay. Super, super important, especially because you're about to make a massive impact. So make sure you're protected. Make sure that nobody can come and just intersect your space with negativity and crap. Don't do that. So protect yourself as far as magic. If you want to look into getting soul tie removals, I would definitely suggest look into doing that, or doing one of your own if you can. But yeah, even spiritually, you need to remove some of that stuff. You need to cleanse yourself spiritually, especially before these connections start happening. That's just advice off the get. But I hope that resonates with you. Daisy, are you still here, Daisy? Daisy's number is 13, and she says, how does Auden feel about me currently? He's a friend of mine, and we have had a misunderstanding. Okay. You're still here? Good. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Auntie Murda. Thank you. Thank you for bringing your energy in here. And I wish you all the luck. I know I'm probably going to hear about you, read about you, or see something. And just make sure you just like, I might not know it's you, but I feel like I'm going to see you on some type of something, some system of some sort. So I wish you so much luck and good vibes, positive vibes. And just make sure you protect yourself. I'm hearing that, and I'm getting chills as I say that. Just make sure you protect yourself. It's so important. Okay, so Daisy. So Daisy wants to know how Auden feels about me currently. Friend of mine, recent. misunderstanding. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is your card. Excuse me. So okay, this is one of those, and like you got to interpret the card type of things. How he feels about you. Or wait, no. Yeah, how he feels about you currently. I still see this as a really beautiful card because I want to point out the symbolism here. It's a reassuring card too. You have green here, and green is heart chakra, right? And so I feel like there's a lot of love for you there. I feel like he's still connected to you. But I also feel like for some reason, what he's thinking and what he's doing is probably what you guys are at odds with, is maybe like an idea he had or something that he was thinking about doing or like something that he was going to do, because you have daydreams and decisions here. So I feel like maybe even though he loves you dearly and he still cares about you, I think maybe he's kind of going within. He's kind of retreating and going into himself, because if you can see here, it's showing like, going towards, going inward, because maybe there's a support that's not there. Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's kind of feeling like he's just kind of retreating. That's the word. Oh gosh, let me try to figure out the word. That's the word, retreating. I feel like he's retreating because maybe he kind of asked your opinion about something. He asked you, you donated for a reading, Jita. If you donated for a reading, let me know. But yes, Daisy, I feel like he yeah, no, he's retreating. He's going inward. I feel like he may think that you don't see things the same way he does, and even though he cares about you, he's probably kind of hurt maybe a little, or just kind of closed off because he doesn't want to share more. That's kind of what I'm getting from that card, just from this one card. But as far as even the number 7, it's just kind of like the number 7 also in tarot is like, you think of 7 of Cups, and it's like the decisions, like there's so many options, and it's like maybe there was a hope that you would clarify some things for him, and maybe you didn't answer it the way he wanted you to, or maybe you disagreed in a way, or maybe, I don't know, there was some kind of situation there, and he's retreating, basically. He's closed off. But it doesn't mean he doesn't still care about you, love you, find you as a friend. So as far as, any current, fear of this affecting your in general relationship, I don't see it affecting that. I'm sorry if that was choppy. I was getting so many different things at the same time, but that's ultimately what I was seeing from that. Okay. Oh, wait. So you did ask the question. Okay, hold on. Let me go back and read. That question is still bothering me, and I seem great. I actually like an actual reading. Okay. I felt a nudge from this reading. You seem to give good reading. Thank you. I didn't even see these. Okay, so sorry, I'm going in order, guys. So sorry. So Pink Princess, hello, I'm new and subscribed. Thank you for subscribing and liking. I so appreciate you. So much thanks and gratitude for those of you guys who are liking and subscribing. If you want a free 1 card pull, that's totally cool. Leave your comment, leave your question with your favorite number in the comment section, and I will get to you. And so let me see something. Hold on. Okay, so Gita just paid for a reading. Thank you. I appreciate the donation. So you would like to know, why is Scorpio contacting me, and is he serious and having feelings for you? Okay, that's cool. I can definitely pull. And like I said, when you donate for a reading, I pull as many cards. Like I pull until I get a clear picture. So we're definitely going to do that. I'm going to pull my tarot deck out. Okay, but Daisy, you're so worried. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. He may just need some space, and that's totally fine. Let him get his space. Just let him know you're here for him, and you still love and care about him, and it should be okay. I read my recent comments, but my question, oh, your question's in there? Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't go all the way back. Okay. Cool. All right, Spirit. We're asking to dive deeper into the situation with the ghosting. Why is this person suddenly contacting her all of a sudden? What's going on with that? What's going on with that? Why is this person contacting her? Ten of Cups up in reverse. He's not happy. Very interesting. I feel like he his life is probably not going the way that he wanted it to go, and so he's trying to come back to you because he maybe feels like you're a source for happiness for him. His life is like the emotions are literally turned upside down. He's probably even tried to move on and it just didn't work. Even though you guys were only talking, I mean, you said so yourself, it was a very beautiful relationship. And I even said sometimes guys just self-destruct the relationship. Not even guys. Sometimes people just do that. They just self-destruct. So, you know, it's possible that that's what happened, that he just kind of was like, I don't know, maybe it was too good to be true. But I definitely feel like he's coming back because he's not happy. He's not happy. He thought he was fine. He thought he can move on, and he's just not. Then you have Three of Wands, and wow, and then you have Nine of Cups. So now you have Ten of Cups and Nine of Cups. So yeah, he's trying to come back for you. And he probably just doesn't know how to go about it. So he's kind of easing his way in. Yeah, three of Wands is here. He doesn't know how to go back. He doesn't know how to ease his way in. So he's like three of Wands. I call it the blueprint, where he's trying to figure out how best to approach the situation of winning you back, because he wants you back. That's what I'm seeing now. Is that he wants you back, and he just doesn't know how to go about it. I even see from this card, like, I'm feeling like he's probably asking friends of his, like, how do I approach her? What do I do? This is what I'm trying to do. Like, he's seeking advice at this point, because 3 is also the number of collaboration. 3 is the number of trying to assess the situation to figure out the best move. He's trying to play it very cool and very smooth by sending you the subtle, bullshit test, like, hey, how are you? Hey, and then saying your name, because he's trying to get your attention, which is what I was saying earlier. He's trying to get your attention, but even more so now we know why. What is the reason for this? Well, it's because he wants you back. He is not happy. You got 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, both in reverse. He's not happy, and he's not being fulfilled with whatever he's doing. If he was entertaining someone else, or tried to entertain someone else, or maybe just not having you in his life, he's not fulfilled. And so he feels like the source must be you, and you should probably be back in his life. Like, that's how he's thinking about this. So that's why he's now not ghosting you anymore. Yeah, I wish he would do better too. He's honestly too, keeping in consideration, he's probably scared. He's probably scared of, like, how you're going to react, how you're going to respond. He probably knows that what he did was hurtful and messed up and selfish and rude and all those other words that I can go on and on about. But at the same time, you got 6 of Wands coming in. Yeah, at the same time, like, he definitely, and that's the other thing, because 6 of Wands is about, what's that noise? Oh, okay. Sorry if y'all heard a weird noise. I don't know what that was. But 6 of Wands comes out, and it's like, yeah, I definitely feel like you are, and not to be taken in the wrong way, but like, you are the prize. Like I said, he's kind of went however long not with you not in his life, and him thinking that was the thing to do, like, for whatever reason, like, because like I said, he just kind of was, I think he was just on some selfish shit over here. But he's realized that this is not working, and I miss this girl. I miss this girl. And so he's trying to get you back. He sees you as the prize right here. And so, yeah, that's what he's going after. Let's see. Is it free? The 1 card pull is free. What you're seeing right now is a full personal reading, and that is a $11 donation, and those instructions are in the comment section. So yeah, that answers your question better than science. But he's trying. Is he entertaining someone else? Well, let's ask. Is he entertaining someone else? I think he was doing some dumb shit. I don't think he was entertaining someone else. I think he was probably messing around and being really, guys when they get out of relationships or get out of situationships or whatever, and they just wild out. I feel like with that Fool card coming out, I think he was doing some dumb stuff. And again, that led to him realizing this is probably not the answer, But yeah, I wouldn't say he was in a relationship or talking to someone to the extent that he was talking to you as far as on that level. But I think he was out there doing dumb stuff. I don't know how to say it in a PG way. I don't know. My channel's not PG anyway. I think, yeah, this is 21 and up. So you guys are grown. Yeah, he was out there doing dumb shit and realized, this is not the move, I think a little strike of maturity hit him. And so he's realizing, this is what I want right now. And so he's coming after you, with the 6 of Wands, he's coming after you. He's probably going to try to woo you. He's probably going to, be on his best behavior. I'm getting that from 6 of Wands as well. So hoeing around. Yeah, girl, basically. Yeah, I think he was, I'm not saying he was just out there throwing it, but, I think he was, doing some stupid stuff, hoeing around. I would hate that I pour my heart out again and get ghosted. No, if you take him back, like I said, keep your eyes wide open. Don't go back to this person with the same expectations you had before. Now you need to adjust because he's shown you another side of him. So now you need to say, all right, so I peeped this side of you. Now I'm going to keep my eyes open because if I see another red flag, then, that may be it. Or you have boundaries. If he breaks a boundary, then that may be it. But, as far as whether or not you give this person another chance, that is, at the end of the day, no matter how many cards I pull, you have to do what resonates with yourself. The cards just, they act as a mirror. So I'm giving you a more in-depth picture, but at the end of the day, like I said, if you choose to take him back, just be, like I said, remember who he is, know what he's capable of. If he's shown this once, then, you need to let him know, hey, you do this shit again. What did Beyonce say? You try this shit again, you're gonna lose your wife. Like sometimes you gotta remind them, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. They need to know, like, this is not funny, this is not cool, I'm not playing games. So you don't want to lower your standards. And I want him to realize I'm not entertaining or keeping any BS. Ashe, absolutely. He should know. And that's something that a lot of people should do when you get into relationships. Hell, even when you're talking, like when you first start talking to somebody, look, I lay expectations out on the table because I don't, like, when I was dating my husband, like, look, I oh my God, am I blurry? Come on. Is it seriously blurry? Okay. It's not blurry anymore. Cool. Lay it out on the table. Don't be afraid to tell him what your expectations are, because when you tell them now, if they mess up or they do something, they understand why you're upset. But if you never tell a person what you expect from them, and you assume that they know, again, it's a recipe for disaster, because you can't assume everyone has the same standards and expectations as you do. So tell him, like, if you choose to take him back or even have the conversation, let him know, hey, 1, that shit was not cool. 2, I'm not your doormat. I am not your just, you can call me whenever you feel like it person. If you're not going to treat me with respect, then just, keep moving, keep walking away. We can end this while we're still trying to get back on good terms. There's no love lost, but definitely want to make sure you put that on the table, because if you don't, he's not going to know, or you can't assume he's going to know. And 2, that's you demanding your respect. So he's going to like, oh shit, she's not playing. So if he's really about you and he's for real, he will listen to you, and he will try his damnedest to make sure he's abiding by those things. It's all in the action. Yeah, you can get a free read. So 1 card pull, put your question in the comment section and your favorite number, better than science. If you don't mind doing that, I will be more than happy to. You said, so he's genuinely trying, and he's serious. Is he being genuine about his efforts, Spirit? Aw, yes. I think he is being genuine. You have Queen of Pentacles and then you have Wheel of Fortune. I think he's being sincere. I think that even though he's kind of tiptoeing around it because he may not know how to approach you. Maybe he's just trying not to get cursed out. I don't know. But I feel like he does. This is a really beautiful card. Not only does it deal with family, but it deals with it deals with relationships and nurturing relationships and caring after relationships, paying attention. And so I feel like he's in a position where he wants to give you that attention. So yeah, to answer your question, I think he is being serious from what the cards say. Funny thing is he ghosted me and unfollowed me on all socials, but still kept my number though. Yeah, guys are crazy. Guys are crazy. So I'm gonna pull a couple more cards for you from this new deck. What is it in this deck that Jita needs to hear pertaining to her and this person? These cards are a little stiff because I just got them, so pick from the top. Be careful. I would say be careful though. You have the snake. It says competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Not completely, it doesn't have to be super, super negative. Jita, I would just say, as I've kept saying to you, just be careful. If you go back into this relationship, like, yes, he is being genuine and I think he is being sincere. That doesn't necessarily mean that is your person. And that doesn't necessarily mean that that is the person that you need to be engaging with. And so I'm just telling you to just make sure if you go back with this person, you keep your eyes wide open, okay? Wide open. I'm gonna pull one more card. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. So yeah, that card is telling me, even though it says abundance, but I want to say if you entertain this person, like yes, put your boundaries out there. Make sure you are constantly being respected in this relationship. I'm so serious. Do not allow disrespect. And at the same time, keep it chill. Don't go in there, like, okay, so, we're together now, we're a couple, and, you're my boo now, and don't go in there doing that. Just kind of chill. Like there's a way to put your expectations on Front Street, put your boundaries out there, and let him know you will not disrespect me the way you have done. But at the same time, don't come in heavy with, okay, so are we together now or not? Like, yada, yada, yada. Like, don't come in there. Just kind of relax and just take it for what it is. Enjoy whatever it is that he's trying to, because I said, I feel like he's trying to show you attention. So whatever that is, just enjoy it. Take it for what it is. But don't look for things that are not there, is what I'm feeling with this card. Just be grateful for what's in front of you. Okay. So I hope that reading resonated with you. And if it did, Ashe, I'm very grateful for that. And thank you so much again. I so appreciate you for your donation. Okay. Better than science. What does A want to do to me? I'm a Scorpio male. What does A want to do to you? What does A want to do to you as far as what? I don't know how to even, because I pull cards based off, not pull cards, I pick decks based off of the question. So I don't know if this is a friendship, a relationship. Is this due to you sexually? I need a little bit more understanding of where you're trying to go with this question. She said, thank you so much. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Just trying to move this. Do I not have my crap? I don't have it. I'll just use this. No, that doesn't work either. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out a way to put my phone up so I can see questions because I can't see them from the screen. But yeah, if you could tell me, you said, what does A want to do with me? I just need to know, like, as far as what, so I know what I'm trying to look for it with the cards, because it's really, 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 really vague. Yeah, it's your turn. I'm talking to you. I've been talking to you this whole time. Better than science? So again, I'll repeat the question. You wrote in, what does A want to do with me? I'm a Scorpio, and so I'm asking, what does A want to do with you as far as what? A relationship, a connection? Is this work? Like I need a little bit more context. Especially for a one card pull, I'm going to need just a little bit more context. Okay. You know what? I'm going to pull tarot for that. So you're trying to figure out, like, what is this girl about? Like, what is she? Okay, I got you. I'm gonna shuffle. Pull off the top. I think she's wanting to, I mean, it sounds like, I mean, I'm looking at this card and it feels like more of exploration for your question specifically. You got 3 of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like she's just, one, she's keeping her options open. And 2, she's trying to explore what that could be, like what this could be. I mean, she is interested because, as I was saying earlier in my other reading, like I always look at the 3 of Wands as a blueprint. And depending on what the question is about, it can be the blueprint for that, whatever that nature is. But for you, I feel like she's just, kind of like, she's trying to see what's up, what's good, I think this is interest. I feel like I mean, you said you think she kind of likes you. Yeah, no, she's definitely interested in you. And she's just trying to see, like, what's good. I don't know if you're giving her any indication that you like her, but, she's definitely trying to express interest towards you. It could be in a manner of like light flirtation. I mean, if she's not bold, which kind of is what she's sounding like, she's not bold because you're like, oh, I don't really know, but she's definitely interested in you, and she's kind of, I feel like she's game, like, it's kind of what you want to do. But as far as interest goes, she's interested in you, she's digging you, and yeah, she's open. So I mean, if you were to like, I'm from this card, what I'm seeing is if you were to like, ask her out or, engage her in some sort of way, I feel like she would be open to that and receptive to that, or reciprocate. So I hope that, that gave you a little more clarification of as far as like what she's wanting to do. She's kind of like, she's game. And she wants to do what you want to do. I don't know if that, yeah, I mean, that should clarify it, as far as you trying to figure out, like, gauge where she's at and how she's feeling. Yeah, she's into you. Okay, so all right, so if those of you guys who are still watching, I'm gonna end pretty soon. So if you want a question, once again, you can do a free one card pull, or if you would like a personal reading, but kind of do that soon because I'm about to get off of here. So if that's something that you want to do, leave it in the comment section. I am doing Tuesday and Thursday tarot therapy session. So if you want a full reading and you don't want to, and you don't want to do it on the live streams, you can submit your question via email and I will read your question and post it and give you a personal reading that way, but that'll be done in my time, not your time. So, I offer the donation readings for kind of things that you want to know right now, because I understand I'm an Aries. I'm not the most patient person in the world at all. So I offer I try to offer different types of things. So those are on Tuesday and Thursday. And then of course, Friday, I'll probably do it around this time because I didn't know people were going to be up, but they actually are. And this actually makes more sense. And then Friday, of course, is Friday Night Lives. Okay. Let's see. Will Eli and I meet? And that's a one card pull, correct? Because if you're going to drop a question, please let me know if this is a one card pull. And also, I prefer, or at least for this live, when you ask your question, please put your favorite number or a number that you've been seeing a lot lately, because sometimes I want to use numbers as well. Okay, Noemi. I'm sorry if I'm messing your name up. I'm so sorry. But drop your favorite number and I will go ahead and pull. Five, 5, 5. Oh, I like that angel number. Okay. Okay, so Noemi wants to know, will she and Eli meet? Will they meet? Will they meet? Okay, so we're going to actually, even though I love that number 555, we're going to break that number down. So that's 5, 10, and 15 broken down, and that number becomes a 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's your card. A honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Huh, very interesting. So assuming you guys haven't met, I think that meeting or even trying to schedule to meet up on a holiday, I feel like is something that the universe is favoring for you and him. And I would say yes. You guys, I see you guys meeting. I do see that you have to be intentional because want to point out, I mean, because again, numbers are really important to me. If you guys ever, watch any of my stuff, or if you guys just want to know a random fact about me, numbers are very important to me. 555 is a number of change, but it's a number where you have to be proactive in changing. So I feel like this card, and then the fact that you are putting in that number 555, and the fact that it says, at least on my screen, there are 5 people watching. It's a lot of 5 energies going on around you, girl. It's yes, you will meet, but at the same time, you need to, y'all need to be proactive in meeting, meaning you guys need to make sure you're on the same page. And also, like I said, I feel like there's a lot of favor in you being able to see him or her. I don't want to assume that's, oh no, you did say it was a man. He's an Aquarius. And you're a Taurus. Yeah. So you guys are probably, you're probably like, all right, we need a plan. And he's over here probably shooting out ideas, but I need you guys to get on one accord. And like I said, I feel like the universe is favoring you meeting on a holiday, or a day that's special to both of you all. So I don't know if like the anniversary of when y'all first started talking is coming up, but a significant date for y'all, I feel like is going to be very much in favor of you all. And I feel like you guys are going to have a nice time together. It says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I feel like whenever y'all do meet, it'll be a really nice time. But make sure that the day that y'all meet is a significant date. That's what I'm basically saying. So that's what I got. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, Ashe, I'm grateful. Okay, so we are at the 2-hour mark. So thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I hope you have an amazing time with your Aquarius. My sister is an Aquarius. Yeah. She's very fun. She likes to talk, but she's a good time. Definitely. So yeah, if no one else has any questions, because we're approaching the 2-hour mark, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I will be back here next Friday. I'm probably going to do it later on, so feel free to come in and check in. Still offering free 1 card pulls and $11 donations. Also, check my description box if you want a reading and you're okay being patient. You can send that to my email address, and you can catch me on Tuesdays and Thursdays doing my tarot therapy sessions. So I love and appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys for sending me so much beautiful energy. Thank you guys who have commented and complimented my setup. I so appreciate you guys. It just made me smile. And I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful Saturday, a wonderful Sunday. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Okay. Bye, guys.